Look at that. It's like being at Kenny G's house in the 90s. Sexy. And I'm always down for a trip to a cave. You know me, I like some scary shit, right? I don't know Blair Witch stuff going on, but I'd be down for something like this. Hey guys, welcome to David vs. Film. I am David, yo soy David, and tonight I'm going head to head with Dead Poets Society, 1989. A big hey, hi, and hello to all of you, but to returning viewers and especially returning subscribers, sup? All right, we got drama on the menu tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I have to say, this is a big one. I have been wanting to watch Dead Poets Society for years. I was very young when this came out, never actually got around to watching it. I've seen a few clips during Robin Williams' death when they would show some highlights from his career, you know, but I've never seen the film as a whole. I don't know who else is in it, to be honest with you. I suspect from what I know, it is something that I'll really enjoy, and it came highly recommended by someone over on Patreon, Daniel Rotello. He is in our what we call Legends tier. We have different tiers over there, and every month the Legends are encouraged to submit their recommendations, suggestions of movies or shows that we should watch here on the channel. And then we put all those suggestions into a hat, draw one. And then this month it was Daniel's recommendation of Dead Poets Society. So thank you and congratulations to Daniel. As I said, this is the Legends pick, so I expect it will be good. I have to apologize that Mark is not here. I know you're stuck with me. We love when Mark is here, but with him doing Game of Thrones, now his time is kind of limited. So he's still going to do a few movies here and there, but he might kind of be bowing out on one every now and then. So he gives his hello to you and his love to you. And he told me, since we're watching Dead Poets Society, to read you a poem that he wanted me to share that I said no, but then told him I would. So anyway, here goes. Roses are red, April skies are gray, but don't be afraid. In a few days, it's going to be May. Yes, that's his poem. I think I did it wrong, probably, but I don't really care because, you know what? He should be here. If he wants the poem to be done correctly, he should be here, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So anyway, we are going to get going. I've got my peach tea, full tumbler of that. I don't think I would need it like I do my scary movies. This is more just to enhance and make it more fun. Before we jump in, I do want to say thank you. I did mention Patreon. For those of you who might not be aware, Patreon is an external site where if you'd like to and you're able to help out channels like this one that are still trying to grow, you can do so over there, and we certainly appreciate it. There are some awesome thank you benefits attached, like early access to ad-free versions of most of the videos, full unedited reactions, polls to help us figure out what we're going to watch next, and Discord benefits where we talk about this film and everything else we watch on the channel. So check that out if you'd like. We always appreciate you watching here on YouTube. I just want to encourage you to subscribe if you haven't and you want to see more videos like this. Be sure to check the notification bell so that you're notified when new videos come out. A like is always appreciated. And last but not least, if we're not friends on Instagram, let's be friends. I'll leave a link to my Instagram down below. Now, boys and girls, let's grab our hymnals, turn to page 1989, and watch Dead Poets Society. Nice set of pipes. I'm very excited about this movie, I have to tell you. I have been wanting to watch this for a long time. And I have two parents that are school teachers, and so I should be ashamed I haven't seen it until now, but we're here. This looks like one of those fancy schools where, like, you know you're going to get in trouble at some point. You just will. I mean, it's just, you know, shenanigans are going to happen.
100 years ago, in 1859.
Okay, so 1959.
What are the four pillars?
Tradition, honor, discipline, excellence.
This is why we are the best preparatory school in the United States. We'll have the opportunity later to meet his replacement, Mr. John Keating. Himself an honors graduate.
Robin Williams of the Mrs. Doubtfire era has that kind of look, you know?
Dr. Nolan. This is
Ethan, so young. Pre-Uma, before she got her hooks into him.
We expect great things from you this year.
Thank you, sir.
Well, he won't disappoint us.
Yeah, no pressure.
No tears now.
I love
God, this is my crew right here. I don't want to go. My God. So it's not college prep then. It's all ages, I guess. Just a boys' academy of like different grades.
Hey, I heard you got the new kid. Looks like a stiff.
Oops.
Oops.
Damn you, Buzz from Home Alone.
You did summer school.
Yep, chemistry. My father thought I should get ahead.
His father's kind of strict, right?
I'm sorry. My name is Stephen Meeks.
Nice to meet you.
Shirley Dalton. Knox Overstreet. Welcome to Helton.
Oh, Helton. Okay. Welton, Helton. So they're like down to earth, these guys.
I think that you're taking too many extracurricular activities this semester. Drop school annual.
Father, I can't. It wouldn't be fair.
Fellas.
Wants to make sure he's not having too much fun, right?
Don't you ever dispute me in public. You understand? You do as I tell you. Is that clear?
Yes, sir, I'm sorry. You know me, I'm always taking on too much.
Oh, he's a pleaser. I mean, I get it, but like that's disappointing because he's just suppressing. I mean, that rage doesn't go anywhere. That disappointment doesn't go anywhere. He just suppresses it, and that's just not good.
I don't care. I don't give a damn about any of it.
Oh, yeah, right. He does, though. Lots of birds. It's foul.
The first 20 questions at the end of chapter 1 are due tomorrow.
Agricolarum. Your study of trigonometry.
Oh, God, I'd rather go back to the first two classes. I'm a literature and history only kind of person. I respect the people that love it, but not me. All right, class is over.
Well, come on.
Hey, but outdoor class is good, or like outside the classroom, that's always fun.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. It's from a poem by Walt Whitman. You can either call me Mr. Keating, if you're slightly more daring. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
If you're slightly more daring.
Gather ye rosebuds while ye may. The Latin term for that sentiment is carpe diem.
Ah,
That seize the
seize
day.
the day. Up, seize the day. There you go.
Because we are food for worms, lads.
It's true.
Who's one day going to stop breathing and die.
I love movies like this too, where there's the doubtful faces right in the beginning, and you know that like by the end they're going to be like completely loyal to him as a teacher. He's gonna be like their favorite, you know.
Carpe diem, seize the day, boys.
I mean, it's a cool touch, but it is kind of scary voice. But I like the method. I like the outside the box teaching like that.
Spooky, if you ask me.
See, yeah, a little spooky. Josh Charles has my back. Ticonderoga #2. The hell is so wrong with the #1 pencil that #2 really got a chance to shine? I love settings like this. That is so beautiful. I'm not saying we don't have beauty here in Texas, but there's just something about that New England setting that's just gorgeous to me.
This is the Danberries, right?
Are you here to see Chet?
Mrs. Danbury?
Thank you, please. I'm Mrs. Danbury.
Pleased to meet you. Bring her back.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, 5 minutes. That wouldn't be a radio in your lap, would it, Mr. Gibbs?
No, sir. I'm just happy to see you.
Mr. Perry, to fully understand poetry, we must first be fluent with its meter, rhyme, and figures of speech.
No, I'm with you, buddy. See, I'm already bored with this. It's taking all the fun out of it.
Excrement. That's what I think of Mr. J. Evans Pritchard. We're talking about
See.
poetry.
Thank you, Robin Williams. Exactly.
Now I want you to rip out that page. Rip out the entire page. You heard me. Rip it out.
Oh, that goes against everything they've been taught.
Tear out the entire introduction.
Oh,
I
my
want
God.
it gone. History. Leave nothing of it. Rip it out. Rip!
Oh, my God. Precision.
What the hell is going on here? I'm sorry. I didn't know you were here.
You know what to do. Like, he's not used to this, right? They're not used to this kind of outside the box teaching methods.
Poetry, beauty, romance, love. These are what we stay alive for.
See, this is in line with kind of my thinking.
The powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse.
There was a quote, and I'll butcher it, so you guys have to help me if you will in the comments, from Churchill, I think it was, during World War II, when someone made the comment that we should divert funds away from the arts and things like that to put towards the war. And he made some sort of comment like, but if it weren't for the arts, then what are we even fighting the war for?
You take a big risk encouraging them to become artists, John. Show me the heart unfettered by foolish dreams, and I'll show you a happy man.
But only in their dreams can men be truly free.
Tennyson?
Keating.
Oh, I like Robin Williams.
Sir? Say something. Oh, Captain, my Captain?
Gentlemen.
That got him.
What was the Dead Poets Society?
Picture it, 1939.
We would gather at the old Indian cave, dedicated to sucking the marrow out of life. We didn't just read poetry, we let it drip from our tongues. Gods were created, gentlemen. Not a bad way to spend an evening, eh?
It's like there's always that teacher, right, that can take something that should be as like laughable when you're that age as poetry and speak with such conviction and emotion that you think you've missed something. And I'm always down for a trip to a cave. You know me, I like some scary shit, right? I don't know Blair Witch stuff going on, but I'd be down for something like this. Oh, Jay Keating. Dog problems require milk-bone solutions. sea, the creepy woods, and the fog. I love these kind of settings. It's kind of like Harry Potter without the magic, you know? I mean, I get like very different movies. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying like it's reminiscent. You've got the school, got like the woodsy setting. It's kind of creepy. One of them has glasses.
I hereby reconvene the Dead Poets Society. Welton chapter.
An original piece by Charlie.
An original.
Oh, God. Why am I not surprised?
Then I had religion. Then I had a vision. I could not turn from their revel in derision.
Got a little rap going, huh? Okay, be honest though, would you join a poetry club like that? Like if you were this age though, like I mean now it's like, when you're older, you're like, yeah, I do all kinds of stuff. But like if you were this age and they did a club like this, would you join it? Would you go out in the woods like this and read poetry? I like to think that I would, but I don't know if I would or not at that age.
We're going to talk about Shakespeare as someone who writes something very interesting. France, Romans, countrymen.
He does a good Brando.
Well, is this a dagger I see before me?
I stand upon my desk to remind myself that we must constantly look at things in a different way. Strive to find your own voice. The longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all.
That's why Robin Williams is so good. He's excellent.
I would like you to compose a poem of your own. Mr. Anderson, don't think that I don't know that this assignment scares the hell out of you.
Oh. Fancy kids always do crew. Oh, he's already been through a few drafts, right? Oh, yeah.
A Midsummer Night's Dream. I'm gonna act. Ah! I'm gonna be an actor.
I mean, I can see him wanting to do acting because he's very lively, he's very gregarious, and you can tell that, like, yeah, obviously that Mr. Keating's really influencing him, which is gonna be a problem. Oh God, he's stalking, isn't he? I just realized it.
On the bus, boys.
Sport is actually a chance for us to have other human beings push us to excel and line up single file.
It's a lot of balls.
Oh, to have life henceforth the poem of new joys.
This guy seems like a real person, not an actor.
Charlie, I got the part!
Yeah, of course you did.
Writing to you on behalf of myself.
Oh. You can see this coming a mile away. Have you not met your dad?
To Chris, bright light shines from her eyes. She's alive.
Aw. You did good.
Hopkins, you were laughing. You're up.
The non-actor.
The cat sat on the mat.
You're the first poem to ever have a negative score on the Pritchard scale. I don't mind that your poem had a simple theme. Just don't let your poems be ordinary.
See, when he's being critical, he's really good at like making it, poetic. That's just one of the hallmarks of a great teacher, where they don't embarrass you to prove a point.
I think you have something inside of you that is worth a great deal. A yelp is a loud cry or yell. Gotta get in yelping stance.
Oh my God, ripping him right out of the comfort zone.
Yo.
Oh, good God, boy, yell like a man!
There it is.
Oh.
Say the first thing that pops into your head, even if it's total gibberish. Go on, go on.
A sweaty-toothed madman.
Good God, boy, there's a poet in you after all. Forget them. Stay with the blanket. Tell me about that blanket.
It'll never be enough. From the moment we enter crying to the moment we leave dying and scream.
Wow. That was really good. Hey, Ethan Hawke.
Don't you forget this.
That's really good. And I gotta say, obviously that's the character and great delivery by Ethan Hawke. But the writing in this is very good. I don't know who wrote the screenplay, but the way they've incorporated the poetry and then the original language as well is very good.
It's the god of the cave.
The god of the cave.
Okay, Lisa Simpson. Look at that. It's like being at Kenny G's house in the 90s. Sexy.
What are you gonna do? I wanna call her.
I feel bad for Knox though, because has she given any indication that she reciprocates feelings at all? Has she given any indication she knows who he is?
Carpe diem.
I mean, I get that he loves her, but in the words of the poet Tina Turner, what's love got to do with it, Knox?
Would I like to come to a party? She was thinking about me. I've only met her once, and already she's thinking about me.
Okay.
No grades at stake, gentlemen. Just take a stroll.
I don't know. I feel like that's also a disaster waiting to happen. Just like poor Neil with the acting and his dad. I feel like it's all just this. There's a lot built. This is the happy part right now, right? It's all happiness and poetry. But I feel like there's some real moments coming up. Uh-oh. McGonagall is watching.
And we all have a great need for acceptance. But you must trust that your beliefs are unique. Robert Frost said, 2 roads diverged in a wood. I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference.
I love that poem.
Today's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Isn't this the same desk?
Yeah, they gave me the same thing as last year.
Aw.
The world's first unmanned flying desk set.
Okay, let's check for people first.
I wouldn't worry. You'll get another one next year.
How amazing is Neil? I love Neil so much. He's such a good character.
I'm giving up the name Charles Dalton. From now on, call me Nuwanda.
Nuwanda. It's hilarious. Knox, Knox. Who's there? I love you. So, all kidding aside, the hard part for me in this is that she actually looks happy with her boyfriend. That's what's tough. She doesn't complain about him. She's not like it's an abusive type thing. Like they actually seem happy.
Here, go have some whiskey, pal. Yeah.
Some mutt.
Some mutt. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. No, no, no. Oh God. I sense a really bad decision coming on. No, not Carpe Diem. No, not now. This is how you end up on the news, dude.
Next time I see you, you die.
Not the best acting, but it's okay. You're not really a main character, so we'll let it go.
I published an article in the school paper in the name of the dead poets.
How did you do that?
I'm one of the proofers. I slipped the article in.
Shenanigans.
If they catch me, I'll tell them I made it up.
Here they come. Daddy looks angry.
Sit.
I'm even sitting up straight. That's excellent acting right there.
Any and all students who know anything about this article to make themselves known here and now.
It's God. He says we should have girls at Welton.
Oh my God, dude. What are you doing? Okay, whereas Knox is like a 10 out of 10 on the cringe level for the stuff he does, I gotta admit, this guy cracks me up.
Assume the position.
Oh. What's happening? Oh, corporal punishment. And it's got the holes in the paddle so that it doesn't catch wind, right? Like he means business.
What is this Dead Poet Society? I want names.
Tennyson. Whitman.
I'm to turn everybody in, apologize to the school, and all will be forgiven.
Charlie.
Damn it, Neil. The name is Nuwanda.
Oh, you can always count on Nuwanda.
I'm hearing rumors about some unorthodox teaching methods in your classroom. I'm not saying they've had anything to do with the Dalton boys' outburst.
Well, your reprimand made quite an impression, I'm sure.
Ooh.
I always thought the idea of education was to learn to think for yourself.
At these boys' age, not on your life. Prepare them for college, and the rest will take care of itself.
I feel like so many Robin Williams' movies are exercises in differences in philosophy, and yet I never get tired of the approach because he's so good in all of his performances that like it just highlights that. I mean, I think of like Patch Adams, for example. That was a great one. And now this.
Sucking the marrow out of life doesn't mean choking on the bone. Phone call from God. If it had been collect, it would have been daring.
See, is that Robin Williams or is that written in the script? Because I feel like that is just his just natural genius. But I'm sure there's a really gifted screenwriter who's like, no, asshole, I wrote that.
Father.
Oh, here we go.
I've gotten all A's in
Really
every
think I wasn't going
class.
to find out? Oh, my niece is in a play with your son. You must be mistaken. My son's not in a play. You made a liar out of me, Neil.
Oh my God, it's not about you, dude. It's about your son. And he said he has all A's. What are you worried about?
I don't care if the world comes to an end tomorrow night. You are through with that play. Is that clear?
Oh, Neil's like, this. I'm moving to a town called Defiance. I mean, I know you have to respect your parents, but he's such an ass. She's pretty. Long distance or dead?
She's pretty. She's also in London.
Long distance.
Your passion for acting, you ever showed him that? I can't. You have to show him who you are, what your heart is.
I feel like this is going to get him in trouble. I mean, he's making some great points, but I feel like, this is going to come back in a bad way on poor Mr. Keating.
Chris Knoll, do you know where she is?
I think she's in room 111.
Thanks.
God, and he's got his grocery store flowers and everything. Bless his heart.
Please? No, I can't. Forget it.
But dude, seriously, you gotta let this go. Oh my God, this is the opposite of letting it go.
What'd she say?
Nothing. But I need it.
Aw, that's true. That's definitely seeing the glass half full.
Did you talk to your father?
He didn't like it one bit. He won't be able to make it. He's in Chicago.
Does he know he's lying? I think he's lying.
So, Charlie, what's this getting red bit?
Shazam.
It's an Indian warrior symbol for virility.
Chris.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Rox, you have got to stop this stuff. I could care less about you.
Then why are you here?
Then you wouldn't be here warning me about Chet.
See?
If you don't like me after tonight, I'll stay away forever.
And I suppose you would promise that this would be the end of it.
I'm gonna go along with it because I love like romantic moments in movies. I'm like totally a sucker for that. But she's in a happy relationship. I have a problem with this in a way because like she's in her happy relationship with this guy. At least that's how they projected it anyway.
Here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress. Would that he will
Oh my God, costumes brought to you by Hobby Lobby.
The Weise. He's good. He's really good.
Status too. Lie further off in human modesty. May well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Trouble just walked in.
That's your cue, Neil. Come on, Neil. Here you
Hope that's vodka, dude, because you don't need it. I see your wicked games, Chris Isaac. Good job. Look at that. Standing ovation. See, everyone loves you, but it won't matter to your father at all.
Neil.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
You have the gift. What a performance.
Keating, you stay away from my son.
We're his goddamn kids, too. It's tough. And again, the acting of Robin Williams, it's just insane to me how he is able to convey so many emotions. He's just amazing.
We're not going to let you ruin your life. Tomorrow, I'm withdrawing you from Welton and enrolling you in Braden Military School.
He's got all A's. He's not ruining his life, asshole.
I've got to tell you what I feel.
I've been so worried.
What? Tell me what you feel.
Nothing.
He's so good in this role. She looks like Scarlett Johansson in old lady makeup. What's he doing? Oh no. No, dude, no. Okay, now. Why do they wrap guns in? I've never understood why guns are wrapped in cloth like that.
What was that?
He's like, this is why the goddamn gas bill's so high.
Neil?
My poor son.
Oh my God, the mom, she can't accept it.
Stop it.
Get her out of there. Oh my God.
Neil's dead.
And then poor Ethan Hawke, because he stood up for him, you know, and it's like, he seems like the type that didn't have a whole lot of friends. Like, it's not easy for him to make friends and close to people, and then now this.
It's okay, Todd.
It's all right. Playing it, Todd.
It was his father. No.
Was his father? Yes, was. And it's a shame because he was like, in spite of his father, like the happiest character and like just the type that really was sucking the mirror out of life, right? Well, this took a sad turn. Jesus Christ.
The death of Neil Perry is a tragedy. I intend to conduct a thorough inquiry into this matter.
Well, just look at the father. You'll be able to take care of this in about 30 minutes.
If you guys are smart, you will do exactly what I did and cooperate. Let Keating fry.
I'm not one for violence. There we go. I was about to say. I'm not one for violence, but somebody punch this motherfucker.
You just signed your expulsion papers, New Wanda.
Hit him again.
It was Mr. Keating's blatant abuse of his position as teacher that led directly to Neil Perry's death.
I mean, I know he can't really speak. It's not his nature to do that, you know what I mean? To like object, but damn, come on, Ethan Hawke. They all signed. That's so wrong, just so wrong. But I get it. They're going to blame him, not the guy who's signing the checks, right?
I will be teaching this class through exams. Who will tell me where you are in the picture textbook?
Oh, we're on page you.
I came for my personals.
Get them now, Mr. Keating. Cameron.
The empty desk. Oh.
Poetry, we must first be fluent with its meter, rhyme, and figures.
He really believes in the kids, right? He's got such a passion for what he does. It's so sad. So wrong.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Sit down, Mr. Anderson.
Do you hear me?
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Oh, they're all standing up for him. Even Paul Pfeiffer, guy we haven't seen much, but good for you.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you.
The Robin Williams, I mean, just like so good. Okay, so that one was a slight tearjerker, I gotta say. It got me a little bit. Couple moments towards the end, held it together pretty well, but I just can't help myself when I see that kind of like show of emotion. And I think about the teachers that have had such a big impact on me growing up, and I see something like that, you know, and it's like, they did a good job. So, yeah, the acting in this was really, really, really good. I think about, you know, how well they convey something like what I saw from my own parents, you know, growing up, where you can tell when they had an impact on someone, what that meant to them, you know, and how much it was sort of validation for the things that they did and how much they cared for their students. And that definitely came through. And the performance by Robin Williams. So, yeah, he did amazing, as I would expect, no less. But I was very impressed by the young actors in this. Josh Charles, I recognized, as well as Ethan Hawke. I didn't know the guy playing Neil, but he did great. So again, some familiar faces. The dad from that 70s show, I don't know his name, the actor's name anyway, but he did great in that role. You know, I mean, he was an asshole and I hated him, so he did a good performance, right? I thought this was a really, really great movie. I cannot believe I haven't seen this yet. It was one of those that just fit in with this genre of the dramatic period pieces, right? From the 50s, we saw this like 1959, and just sort of the humanity behind what would otherwise be a very just sort of bland existence at this school, you know, where they're taught, you know, don't stand out, don't be individual, you know, fall in line, you know, and then you have someone like Mr. Keating who comes along and makes them question everything in a good way. So anyway, yes, excellent movie. Thank you to Daniel Rotello for recommending this as our Legends pick for April. It definitely had an effect on me, and that's what films are supposed to do, right? Whether it's comedy or drama or action, you know, it's always nice when it can make you feel something, and this one definitely did that. So appreciate you guys watching. Do all those things you can if you don't mind. It help the channel out as far as the liking, subscribing, those kind of things help me more than you can imagine. But regardless, I just appreciate you watching today. I hope you have a great rest of the day/night, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble.